How you know?
Well,
Who told you that?
Cash just told us.
Oh, okay.
So what made you feel like you needed to go out there and pitch today?
I feel like if I'm 75-80%, I have an obligation to the team. Obviously, I wouldn't. The biggest thing is I didn't want to compromise the team, put them in a bad situation, and not be able to compete. But I was able to go home early yesterday, get a good night's sleep, get a couple good meals in me, and felt like I could compete today. And things went really well.
You've said all along consistency is the big thing for you. I mean, you've been about as consistent as it gets. So you feel pretty good about that right now?
Yeah, but, constantly working, trying to improve. Just like I said in spring training, I get 100 pitches. I'm trying to not necessarily throw 100 strikes, but throw the ball where I want to 100 times. And that's obviously probably never going to happen, but I'm going to strive for perfection and not beat myself up over not being perfect.
You said you had a couple of good meals, and we kind of talked about if you want to keep all those meals.
Yeah, I wasn't able to really. I don't know.
Okay.
About 48 hours ago, my stomach started to just not feel right. Didn't sleep very well. Woke up in the middle of the night throwing up. Came in yesterday super tired. They let me, like I said, they let me go home. I was able to eat probably half of a meal. Slept, woke up, ate about half a meal again. Still didn't feel right, but like I said, man, I felt good enough to go out there and compete. And, I was honestly thinking if I got through 5, that would preserve our bullpen a little bit because we basically had a bullpen day yesterday. But my pitch count was in a good place, and I still felt like I had a little bit left in me, so they let me go.
Cash said it's a good thing that dugout has a good drainage system.
Oh yeah, I left. There's some kale and some quinoa in the sewer down there.
Feeling as poorly as you did, how is it, just the way you pitched out there so well, how is that a reflection of this team this season?
I mean, I've talked a lot about myself in this interview, but honestly, our defense is great. We're scoring runs, and like we discussed a little bit yesterday, the fact that you can get up there and be confident that, I can throw the ball over the plate. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be fine. And that's when pitchers are, perform at their highest level. Even Mark Burley, he's not afraid. He doesn't have the most explosive stuff in the world, but he's not afraid to go out there and let his defense play. And, some nights are like tonight where he gives up 3 or 4, but he's been successful for the past 14 years. So just having confidence in your team. Loney back is obviously a huge spark. Tim Beckham, Longo's hot right now, and we couldn't really be asking to be playing much better considering we still have 8, 9, 10 guys on the DL.
Longo said you're the backbone of this team. What are your thoughts on that?
Wow.
Strong statement.
Yeah, it is, especially from Longo, but I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I kind of like being, the guy that people think that about, but Odorizzi's obviously done a great job as well, and I think, in my opinion, Longo's always going to be that guy for the Rays. He's 15-year contract basically, so to me, I'm never going to really think about myself like that, but I'll embrace it if other people do.
Seeing as how the homestand started, what do you think of the finish?
Fantastic. How did it start? We lost
0-4. You swept by the Yankees and then lost the first game to Boston.
I think it's great. There are going to be, times like that later in the season, but this proves we can put up runs, we can play close games, we can have a bullpen day and beat a powerful lineup.
What would you say to all of those doubters heading into the regular season saying that you guys are going to fall flat in April, and here you go, here you stand 11-8?
Yeah, it's early. But I've never had anything for doubters because I've never been the type, collectively as a team, we don't have to prove anything to anybody. We just have to prove it to ourselves. Oh, sorry, I just spit right
I know
there.
I need to go get.
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
contaminated.
Surgical mask.
We don't have to prove anything to anybody else. We just have to prove it to ourselves. Last year, they thought we were going to go to the World Series. This year, they thought we were going to finish in last. So I don't put any stock into what other people say, really. We, as a team, as a group, are just trying to have each other's backs and play to the best of our ability. And the month of April, we've done that.
Did you feel any more